Good evening everyone, and welcome to SRA GT3 Series. My name is Scott Newton, and alongside me today is Simone Primo. Welcome Simone, and Suzuka, quite a tough and challenging track, and should provide some good racing today.
Yeah, good evening everyone. And it's my first evening with SRA Asia, and I think there couldn't be any better track than Suzuka for me to get into this series.
Okay, so looking at after the last round at Road America, which myself and Alex Simpson were at, Anthony Winkelman took the win in the Mercedes, as it's quite a Mercedes dominated track after the BOP update, but I'm just running quickly through those results. Anthony Winkelman won the race alongside his teammate Tim Jackson. Louis Paolo-Gallen took the final podium position. Leonardo Lopez de Oliveira took P4, and Nathan Grouden ran out the top 5. So a great race for Evolution Racing Australia and Green Hornet Racing. But looking at the Pro-Am drivers' standings currently, so Anthony Winkelman currently leads by quite a sizable margin over Mike Burdett for Delta Sim Sports, Alex Journey in P3 in the championship, Kevin Long P4, and Louis Paolo-Gallen running out the top 5 in the Pro-Am Drivers' Championship. Also for the Clubman Drivers' Championship as well, Alex Pohl is currently leading ahead of Leonardo de Oliveira. Junio Pereira running up the podium in the Clubman Drivers' Championship, Daniel Leet for Angry Birds Racing, and Tim Shanowski running up the top 5 in the Clubman Drivers' Championship. So currently we're at Suzuka today. Looks as though that's quite a hot day with quite strong winds. I saw that there were winds easterly of 20 kilometres an hour, with a partly cloudy cloud cover of 21 degrees ambient. So pretty cold ambient, but nice and hot track. So do you think that tyres will be a factor similarly?
I think they are always a factor in the Suzuka. You have the first section that is very demanding on the tires, especially fronts. And looking at the time right now, we are in the qualify with the top clubman has currently set the time only one in the 158 with the 158.951, followed by Anthony Winkelman with the 159.1. Do you think any of the, considering for this season, we have the drivers are allowed to change the car once per season, and with the BOP changes that were applied and then now reversed, do you think that will have any effect tonight?
I think I noticed that there was quite a few drivers that changed their car to the Mercedes, which was the pretty dominant car after the last build change last week. But yeah, since most of the drivers have used up their credit to change the car, I think there won't be many more changes for the rest of the season, with only 3 rounds to go in the championship, excluding this one.
Yeah, and looking at the qualify, the top 2 are Mercedes with the top 3 are Mercedes with the Mike Burnett. I believe he is in the Audi. I can see him in the track right now.
Yeah, I think.
Yes. Yeah, he's the 4th and first Audi in the standings, followed by Kevin Wang in the McLaren.
Yeah.
So it seems there is still some nice even distribution, even if the top 3 are all Mercedes.
Yeah, definitely. I think that iRacing have done a really good job balancing it, because after the last BOP update, so they're quite a bit closer in the standings with the top 5 separated by exactly 0.6 of a second. So yeah, on a track like Suzuka, yeah, it's going to be quite a tough track for the Mercedes, given that it's an all-round car. But I think the BMW will be heavily suited here, just with the amount of downforce that it has compared to all the other cars. But yeah, the McLaren won't be too far behind, given the amount of top speed that it has down the straights.
So if the McLaren is all-around car, for Mercedes is all-around car, McLaren is the top-speed car, then what is the Audi? Is that also the all-around, or is it better in the corners?
From what I've been hearing, it's quite a traction-centric car, but so it's obviously quite good out of the slow-speed corners. But yeah, we'll have to find out. It should be a good circuit for the Audi as well, given that's coming out of 180R and the Casio Triangle as well. That's big traction zones that you need to be confident in getting the power down out of those corners, because they're quite slow speed and they lead onto heavily speed dependent areas of the track. So yeah, it should be a good balance tonight, I think.
Yeah, and we are close on the last minute of the qualify, and we still have Gordon Klopman at the top, followed by Anthony Winkelmann just 2 tenths behind. It seems like there is few drivers who are able to. Top 10 is in the 129, and after that there's very even you mean Joy, followed by Peter Satter at in 11th.
Yeah, so yeah, the guys outside of the top 10, yeah, it's roughly like within a tenth of each other, like to the next place down. So I just say it's very, very close.
Yeah, we also have 5 drivers who are still yet to set time. Minpark is currently on the track, so hopefully he can get time on the board. Let's see, he's coming across the line right now. And he's at the time.
I think he's just starting a lap actually, so
yeah, I don't think he has time, because the checkered flag has waved and he does not get the qualified time, I believe. Do you have anyone else still on the track?
Currently
Klopman is, but he's already on the pole position. Yeah, Paul Vanarkar is also on the track. See where he is. He might be the last one, or Azir Nasli.
Yeah, currently in Mercedes at the moment. Yeah, it's coming through Spring Corner at the moment. Quite a tricky section actually, because it's off camera, and once you get over that outside curb, it just wants you to push you wide. So yeah, he navigates that quite well, and onto the back straight now. So he's just staying right so that he gets the maximum turn-in point for 130R, which is quite a fast section. Just a small dab of brake through there, navigates quite safely. Hard on the brakes into the Casio Triangle, clipping the curb there, and yeah, coming around the final corner now. Let's see his time as he crosses the line, and a 2:02.8, so he puts him into 24th position.
Yeah, he moves up 1 position, so it was still improvement for him. And now that I believe everyone is finished, Minpark is still on track, but I don't believe he has. Is he still on the qualified lap?
No, is he?
Well, he is coming through the final corner right now, so let's see if he. Yes, he posted a lap time 2 minutes 3 seconds. But I don't think it counts. Yes, he had already crossed the checkered flag. So the qualify is done, and I think we can go through the starting phase.
Okay, so on your pole position, we have Colin Klopman with a 158.951. Alongside him is Anthony Winkelmann for Evolution Racing Australia. I'm Hasek in row number 2, Mike Bennett alongside him, Kevin Wang. In P5, Ahmed Nirazam for P6, Yazrin Yali in P7, alongside him Kang Yun Kim. Stephen vacated row number 5, alongside him Yun Min Choi, P11 Peter Sadler, alongside him is Paul Lonergan. Row number 7 is Leonardo Lopez de Oliveira, Junior Pereira, Chandra Yong, P number 15, Jan Brazina, Yaifu Arfin, P17, Jackson Evans, P number 18, Matt Shinosky, P number 19, Adam Guthrie, rounding up the top 20, and the rest of your grid coming up on your screen as they filter through.
Okay, we have just about over a minute to the grid, and drivers are lining up and getting ready for the race.
Out of curiosity, is that a long pace lap for this one, or is it gridding up outside the 130R complex and then into the final chicane? Do you remember?
I might be wrong, but I think it's not the full lap. I think we start up towards the end and go through the 130R before the pace car pulls out just after the chicane. But we'll see. So just to recap the race, we have one mandatory pit stop with was one repair, and the race length was timed.
Yeah, it's a 45-minute lap race. 45-minute timed race plus 1 lap. So yeah, drivers will be pitting around I'd say 25 to 35 minutes into the race. So yeah, it'll be 45 minutes plus 1 lap. With the 158 lap time average in quali, I would say be a 23 to 24 lap race.
Yeah, and we can now see the drivers lining up on the back straight behind the Golden Mustang safety car, and they are currently, now they take off. And Cohen Kloppman leads the field through 130R, no, the last corner. Let's see, did everyone make to the track? No, we are missing Patrick Morrow and Alex Young, but did they take part in the qualifying? Not sure.
So it looks as though they're starting to start through the pits, but yeah, as they come through the final corner, yeah, the control of the field is in Colin Klopman's hands as they're just waiting for the safety car to pull out into the pit lane and ready to get out of the way as Colin jumps onto the start-finish line, and yeah, it looks like a pretty clean start at the moment. And yeah, lots of fighting going into the tight turn 1, and yeah, so Cohen leads at the moment, and over Anthony, and as we filter through this area, looks as though they've actually got through pretty cleanly actually, so good start from everyone.
Yeah, no incident, and Kloppman made a great start, was able to hold his position and was unchallenged into turn 1. And following him, I think everyone is roughly where they were at the start. So very good start for the race.
So everyone's just maintaining the speed together. Collins has pulled a half-second lead over Anthony Lincoln at the moment, but everyone's just seeing where their balance is with the car at the moment. It's still obviously a long way to go. Trying to manage the tyres as well. I don't think we'll see many drivers take tyres, but yeah, there's lots of close battles all around.
Yeah, going on right now as well. We have this kind of nice clusters there with the main car going against the Shoy. Also for the 20th position, we have Origin fighting with Ramon Sanchez. And towards the front we have in the top 10 we have battle going on with Chen Yongqing and Gabriel Yale. And that's what happening on the end of the straight.
So, at the end of the first lap, that car from Button crosses the line with a 56.4, which is only 6 tenths, well, it's actually 6 tenths quicker than Anthony Winkleman, so Cohen pulling a nice little gap over the Evolution Racing Australia driver.
Yeah, and behind him we have, it looks like the top 5 is kind of settling in the rhythm. No one is really challenging each other, just looking to see where they can land and how they can move on for the next 40 minutes.
Just looking at the battle here at the moment between Peter Sadler in the Ford GT and Paul Bonneman in the Green Hornet Racing Mercedes. So yeah, let's just say that Paul got a really good exit out of Bigman 2 and used it to his advantage, going into way and really good those battles on Carrera. Mercedes won it, so close as well.
Yeah, and it's a very popular car, so it's nice to see drivers using it as well. But now with Pereira not being able to get past the Lando car, he's now getting under pressure from behind by Leonardo Lopez.
So as they come down to 130R, so Paul's just hanging back a little bit, and Sadler goes a little bit wide on the interval where there's a spinner behind. It's Chandrigong losing it in the on the entry to 130R. So unfortunately for Chandrigong, and unfortunately finds himself in 26th place.
And looking back at the battle we were following, Peter Sadler has still been able to maintain the position. So it doesn't look like going off really hurting that much. She might have an incident, see on our opinion, spawn on the first corner.
Just gonna have a quick replay of that to see what happened there.
Oh, he was defending against who that was. Let me check.
Was it?
I believe
It was
Simon Sanchez.
Yeah, just a little bit of contact. It's actually quite exciting. But as you see, McLaren trying to come back on the track as well. So yeah, it's actually quite a tightening radius corner turn 1 and 2. So yeah, just got a little bit squeezed there. So it's been unfortunate for both of those riders. So both of them will be looking up to regain some of the positions that they lost with the contact.
Yeah, and you don't really want to risk that kind of contact early on. Because even if, and we have Peter Sanchez going off, and looking at the damage, he might have get some help for that. No, he just spun and hit the back end.
Looking back up towards the front, Carl Copper's stretched out his lead to 1 second, and in second place is Ayman Hazard. So Winkleman's struggling a little bit. Looks as though he's got a little bit of damage on the front of his car. So not sure what happened there, but looks as though in the last lap that's happened, it's just under 205 compared to the front two of the 159.4 around that. So looks as though Winkleman's struggling a little bit. I'm not sure whether it was contact or whether it was a mistake on his own. So yeah, Winkelmann falling back into the clutches of Burnett and Kevin won at the moment. So and Burnett in the art is looking to capitalise on as Winkelmann runs a little bit wide. So Burnett able to capitalise and jump up into third place there.
Yeah, we also had game 1 slow down penalty on the main straight. So that dropped me back also. But now he's putting Anthony Winkelmann under pressure, who is also Anthony Winkelmann almost spun off the game helmet. And that gives a good opportunity to attack.
There's Kevin thinks about a move, but yeah, thinks better of it and slots it behind. So with the top speed advantage that McLaren has, and you're looking to get alongside into 138 and pulls out alongside be a drag race into 130 and Kevin Wong already clears Winkelmann. So Winkelmann as he clips the grass and spins out to the exit down. Falling down the order currently in 13th place at the moment, so and struggling, so possible that he might get to fix the damage.
Yeah, it might be worth just picking it right now, get the car fixed and get the mandatory pit stop out of the way, because let's say if you are not able to get through the 130R, it's going to be very difficult to survive, let's say maybe next 10 minutes and 10 laps before the ideal pit stop window opens. So with that done, we have Hyman Hazik is pretty certain in the second place right now, with Mike already 6.5 seconds behind him after all that. Elsewhere on the field, we have the battle going on for the 9th place between Yasser Yalin and Nino Riara. They were pretty close a few moments ago, but now they're also about bubble. Towards the end of the field, we have for the 20th place Chandra Young and Paolo Nelson bottoming out. Paolo Nelson Audit and Chandra Young in the Mercedes.
Always
Not quite.
there's a Green Hornet car,
Yep.
yeah, spinning at Spoon there, so yeah, definitely unfortunate for I didn't catch the driver for fixing up so I actually have a
Yeah, we have the Paul Loner car spun off in the corner, and unfortunately it collected Astot Andresina or Junior Pereira.
yes, possibly that a few corners ago that Lonergan overheated his tyres and or whether he just clipped the grass and sent it around like Winkelmann did at 130 a lap or two ago. So it's possible that drivers are struggling out there with the sort of low ambient temperatures, but it must be a fairly hot track as well. So drivers are maybe struggling out there with the tyre management.
Okay, so would you say that these cars are sensitive to the overheating tires, or what do you think, how the temperature affect these cars compared to, let's say, maybe someone who's more familiar with the Formula 1s and open wheels?
Well, I would say that they have a lesser effect on the GT3s with their ABS and traction control, but as most of the open wheelers don't have those kinds of aids, but yeah, they might be struggling a little bit, just maybe pushing too hard and maybe the rear stepping out a little bit, which is tyres a little bit, so they do maybe to a lesser extent, but it's certainly something that the drivers have to manage over the course of the race.
Yeah, looking at the championships, they are still around where they were at the start of the race with track at 33 degrees. I don't know if the wind has changed or don't think so.
No, with the weather settings are static wind, so I think it was a 20 km/h easterly wind, so
yeah, 23.
So I think looking at the wind direction, it was either a headwind into 130R or a tailwind, so that's probably possibly why some people are struggling out there with at least the entry to 130R and sending the back around.
My coordinate is pitting with this Audi, so does that mean that now the pit window is starting to open up?
So it's actually quite an early pit stop for Mark Burnett, so he's going to try and make it home from here. So I think he pitted from 3rd or 4th place, so he had a bit of clear air, so I'm not sure what caused him to make a pit stop, but yeah, out he goes in 8.7 second stop, so quite a fast pit stop from him, so 31 minutes to go. Yeah, looking for a decent finish towards the end of the race.
Yeah, and he's joining back up at the 24th place behind Cash Joy, who has been in some battles, and it looks like he's lost his bonnet somewhere.
Okay, so looking further up the field, Ahmad Nurazam and Chang Yun Kim out for P5 at the moment. So that battle's holding up less than a second gap. Nurazam in the BMW, so looking to close up the gap to Blackhall driver in front of him. So it also said that Nurazam has had a mistake somewhere on the track, and Kim has been able to get past him.
Yeah, I can take a look at it. Yeah, at least he ran a little bit wide on the towards the end of the track, but I'm not seeing any major issues with him. But moving on.
So back up the front. Colin Blockman is just coming up to the lap. Driver. I apologise. Is that Pettis? No, it's not Pettis. Is that Machinowski? Yeah, it is Machinowski.
Yes,
so
yeah.
So yeah, Matt jumping out of the way of Colin Blockman there, and yeah, Eamon Hazard not far behind. So the battle for the lead at the moment currently separated by about 2.4 seconds, and Cohen building that gap ever so slightly, only about 2.5 tenths quicker the last couple of laps.
Yeah, looking forward, there's not a whole lot of lap traffic ahead Gulfman right now, so he might be better off staying outside for a while. And only, oh, we have Paul on the last spot. See what happened. Yes, he just bounced off the curb with the armor fences. That's really old.
It's actually quite a tricky corner, that Degner 2, because it's cambered, but if you clip the curb and he jumps on the exit curb of Degner 2, so the car's bottomed out, and when he's put the power down, it's centering around. So a bit unfortunate for Nelson, and yeah, as you say, so we might jump fun by and jump back for there.
Yeah, about those curbs, that's really one thing that I've always noticed, that the curbs here at Suzuka have a very big drop when you go off them. So if you go too wide, your car drops and you lose all the grip. So that's why I usually found the BMW very difficult around here, at least when it was first introduced. It was very susceptible to those kind of curbs and bumps.
Looking at that one track with Brezina and Leonardo Lopez de Oliveira. Or is that?
Yes.
Yeah, so that Mercedes, fairly equal performance in those cars, but yeah, Brezina just a little bit quicker on the last lap, so Oliveira trying to close back up as they go out of the exit of this boom curve, and Ferrari stay there, so Oliveira trying to close back up.
I'm sorry, that is Junior Pereira and Jan Brezina. I believe you had the same problem with over as I did.
Yeah, my apologies there. So Brezina just holding back. So he's come around for to complete lap 8, and he manages to stay within a tenth of Ferrari. So pretty consistent from those two drivers there.
Yeah, it would be interesting to see when we start to get the leaders picking in, because that gives a kind of idea on how long people will be staying out with these cars for the first time. Do they take car for in this series?
Yeah, generally they would pit around anywhere from about 15 minutes in to about I would say about 30 to 35 minutes in, just due to the fact that it has a 55% fuel tank restriction. So the Audi's got about 60 litres of fuel that it can take during the race. So and the BMW would probably be about 55 to 60 as well. So with the other cars in similar range as well. So yeah, I would say that anywhere from about 15 minutes until about 35 minutes into the race. So yeah, so it's run around the window. But we have seen sometimes if the leaders come up to a big group of traffic, they'll jump in earlier just to avoid that traffic and minimise the time loss.
Yeah, and right now it doesn't look like there's major traffic ahead of them. Only possibly those who have pitted, but that's about it. The closest ones are Winkelmann and Troy, but they are way ahead of from the track.
So Winkelmann's actually had a pit stop within the last lap or so. So with a 10.3 second stop, so he thought it best off to come into the pits and fix the damage that he had attained early in the race. So from here he'll be able to make it to the end with about 24 minutes to go, plus one lap.
Yeah, looking at his lap times, his last one was 2 minutes 10, so that is at least improvement. And probably in the top 5 pace. So whatever they did, they should have been able to, and it seems like they were able to fix the damage. Now we have more coming. Currently we have Jasrin Yali and Kim Kyung-al in the pits. Also Paul O'Nelson, but I believe he had a little bit of an incident somewhere.
Yeah, it was the driver that spun, was at the exit of the Degler 2, so
Yeah.
yeah, so he's coming in to fix that damage and on his way now. So he's still in the pits. So maybe another incident we didn't see that has put him out of the race currently. So a bit unfortunate for Nelson there.
Yeah, I'm just looking at he came in for pits and also already finished pit stop and left, then spun around and went back in. So maybe it doesn't look like he's repairing any damage, so maybe it's just kind of a coated. So we still have a co-master lead. The gap between him and Hasik has been around 3 seconds for a while now. It doesn't look like Kloppman is able to pull away. We have one at 11 seconds, but I think it's for the battle for the lead right now is between Kloppman and Hasik. And that 3 seconds is something you can still lose in the bad pit stop.
Yeah, definitely. If Hasek has a very, very strong in-lap and out-lap, he can definitely close in to Kloppman. So maybe try the undercut as well, but you just got to watch out for where you will come out in the pit stop phase. Generally, with the pit stop lane time and the time in the box is around about 35 to 40 seconds. So if that was the case, then Hasek would come out right around Federico Duarte Joaquim Check's area. So the gap between him and me is about 40 to 41 seconds. And then there's a bit of a gap between him and P10. So there's a fairly decent sized window between where the leaders will come out if they pitted currently, but they will be in and around P11.
The close battle we have right now is sort of someplace between Pereira and Resina. They've been at it for a few laps right now. I think the order is still the same last time we saw them.
Yeah.
Across the line. Right now it's about 2 tenths, so Resina could make a move, and I believe he does. Yes, he goes inside on the first corner and makes the pass easy. Oh no, almost loses it on the curve, but still able to make it.
Yeah, it was a good move from Resina getting past Pereira. It's quite a tricky part of the track to overtake as it's off camber and a tightening radius corner, so very, very good move from Resina and finds him up in 7th place.
And off camera we have Sayato Arin coming in for 8 pit stops. Also Cash Joy coming in for a pit stop and hopefully getting a new bonnet for his Mercedes.
So Arufin had a 13.2 second stop, so it's very similar to the drivers around him that have pitted, so everyone taking a similar amount of fuel to get home. Obviously with drivers that not having pitted yet, they'll be quite a little bit lighter at this stage of the race, so yeah, Arufin strong pit stop, so we'll see what his outback is, and he's trying to close up on the driver of Sanchez at this current time.
And also apologies for the issues if the commentary is maybe too quiet. We will fix this and sort it out. So we are heading towards the other part of the race, and Still no pit stop for the clock now. Actually, even the top 11 has not pitted yet. With the, well, we have Steve okay, who has pitted twice already.
I see that Steve hasn't hit it, so yeah, he's coming across the line now with a sort of 1.3. So so the top 13 haven't pitted. Burdett,
Okay.
yeah, Burdett's actually the first one to pit. Sorry, it's the furthest car down that has pitted, so we'll just have to wait to see where and when. When the other drivers will pit to see where Burdett will filter back in.
And we have Benjamin Brook in the pits.
So yeah, Benjamin with a 15-second stop. So a little bit slower than the drivers around him, but yeah, a pretty strong stop with 15 seconds. No tyres as the fuel goes in first and then the tyres are separate. So yeah, it looks as though the drivers are taking fuel only, as the time penalty for tyres is about 15 seconds on top of the fuel.
Yeah, look at the times we have. Fastest so far is Yolto Aripin with it's showing 12.5 seconds. Whereas the lowest is Kim Kenny Al with 21 seconds. So more or less that's about what you lose in the pit stop plus what you lose in the race coming in.
Just looking further up the field now. Joy currently within a second of the driver of Ahmad Yurazan. So yeah, the driver's doing pretty similar pace. 2 minute 0.9 for both drivers last time by. Actually catching the driver of Chung Yun Kim further 2 seconds up the road. So fairly strong drive from these two at the moment, and they are closing up slowly.
Yeah, I'm looking at the different cars and distribution we have here on the race. I don't see any kind of dominance one make or another. So whatever they did with the DOP reverting them back to where they were, I think that has worked.
Yeah, it's actually great job from iRacing. The top two at the moment, Mercedes Benz V3, McLaren. P4 is an Audi, and P5 is BMW. So as you say, yeah, it's not a very one car specific top five. So yeah, it's a really good job from iRacing. They've managed to balance the BOP.
And I'm also surprised how the front runners are able to stretch the whole stint. They've now been 30 minutes from the same cars, and I would expect that they will be putting in very soon.
Yeah, definitely. I was actually thinking that Suzuka would be a very, very high fuel burn track, but yeah, the drivers have proven that they're actually able to save the fuel, which they've done a really, really good job at the moment. Still 14 minutes to go of a 45-minute race.
Yeah, looking at the battle for 7th position is the Resina and Pereira there once again. I don't think they've been separated for more than a second for, let's say, maybe few 5 seconds. And also we have Twin Park coming in for a pit stop. And that's the pit stop out of the way. 12.1 seconds. And now he rejoins, I believe. Yes, in 14th position.
That's, yeah, Frederico couldn't get past, he managed to get past into the braking zone, so Park sliding back into 15th place behind Frederico, back to 6th area. So, yeah, good stint from Frederico to stay ahead of Mick Park there.
Yeah, and I do remember when Frederico had his business. I think he's been out for a few laps already, and so he's used to the tires.
Okay,
It usually takes like half a lap before you're getting comfortable with the fresh tires and the and also Clockman comes in for pit stop. Now I need pit stall.
Slots back into 6th place, about 10 seconds behind Young Enjoy.
Is that 10 seconds? Because for me it's showing much closer than that. Yeah, it must be.
So the battle for...
So now we wait for Hassi and his pit stop if he can make it. Can he catch up to Klopman or even pass him?
Yeah, the gap was around about 3 seconds when Klopman come into the pit, so yeah, tall order for Hasek to make up that big of a gap unless Klopman runs into traffic or makes a mistake. So we'll just see if Hasek comes into the pits this lap.
Yeah, there's a waiting Chan ahead of Klopman, but I think he is far enough to not cause any issues.
So Hasek comes into the pits this lap as he's gets his car slowed down to 60 k's an hour. Kevin's coming around the final corner now. Oh, he's actually in the pits as well. So it looks as though everyone else is coming into the pits as well. So get the pit counter. So
yeah, it was actually a very good timing for a Klopman to come into pits because now he has clear track. Only a few lap cars ahead of him. He can just run his race, hit the marks, and he's back in the lead.
Yeah, so Hasek has a slower stop compared to Klopman. About 2.5 seconds he lost in the pit lane, so the gap stretching out to about 7 seconds after the pit stop phase. So yeah, Cohen did a splendid job with his in lap and his out lap to maintain the gap and the way.
And coming out of the pits, Daniel Kim loses position to Steve O'Kade. O'Kade in that beautiful Ford GT.
Just trying to find Steve at the moment. So it seems that the Ford GT is able to maintain its fuel burn, being the only car not torpedoed. So yeah, Steve doing an amazing job at the moment with the fuel saving. So for a very, very strong finish today.
Yeah, you don't usually assume that the, let's say, American cars are the most economical, but that's how it works. So do you have anyone aside from O'Kade?
No, he's the only one that hasn't pitted yet. So yeah, we'll just see whether he comes into the pits this lap. But yeah, actually this battle for P4 and 5 at the moment is the closest battle on track. Of Steve O'Kade, but we just have to take into account that Steve hasn't not pitted yet. So as he comes around 130 now, into the press air triangle.
And he stays out.
Stays out for another lap, so he must have had maybe.
And that is actually helping Norazam, who is currently 6th. Because if Steve Bogate can stay ahead of Daniel Kim, and Kim cannot make use of those fresh tires, that will help the Norazam to pull in and fight for the top 5.
Yeah, definitely. Both Nirazam and Kim have very, very similar outlap times within 3,000 of a second. So gap holding at around about 2.4 seconds to the good of Kim. So bit of a tall order, but it's still 7 minutes to go. It'll be holding up towards the end of the race.
Yeah, I'm just amazed that okay, did that. Are you absolutely sure? Because it's 7 minutes to go.
Yeah, there's 7 minutes to go in the race. That's on the timer, so it's obviously depending on when the leader comes around as to when the white flag will come out. Whether it's as we see the slick car on the left, someone's engine is a mistake somewhere along the lap. Might have been that spoon curve. I'm just going to have a quick replay of that.
Yeah, looking at that where we saw Nelson spinning around earlier.
Okay, so yeah.
Same thing, but different side of the fences. And then he took a long way trip across the grass all the way there.
So it looks as though Degner 2 is claiming a few victims there, so it's quite a challenging corner, and it's unfortunate that a few drivers have been caught out there. But yeah, Steve Bacate actually comes out from another lap. So I'm actually interested to see whether he has pitted or not. With only 5 minutes to go, so.
Yeah, because on my time it shows he has pitted twice.
Okay.
And I'm pretty sure at some point that this car had some damage.
Okay, so yeah. Okay, it's slowing down, so maybe you got a slow down penalty or what? So
oh, he stopped it.
Oh, okay.
Is he out of fuel?
Oh, I'm not sure. Let's have a just to see if we can hear anything on that.
Because I don't see him doing any mistakes. So
Yeah, so I just hear that the car's coughing, so yeah, you must have run out of fuel. So maybe a small issue for Bocate there, so it's unfortunate that it was a very, very strong position in 4th place, but yeah, it's a very small issue that's unfortunately put him out of the race.
well, as fuel efficient as it was, it couldn't make the whole race distance without pitting.
Okay, so looking at Mike Burdett at the moment, this is a very, very close battle between Burdett and Leonardo Lopez de Oliveira. Gap currently about 2 tenths of a second, so yeah, Burdett makes a bit of a mistake allowing Lopez de Oliveira to get a little bit of a gap to driving behind. So yeah, with 3 minutes to go, it's battle certainly hotting up.
Yeah, and lap after that, it was over 1.5 second faster lap time than with Oliveira. Also, Jali behind them is also catching up. That lap time he was 2.7 seconds faster than Brenton. So currently Brenton really has to get past Oliveira or he will be under attack from Jali.
Yeah, let's just say that Oliveira's made a bit of a mistake in the S's there and has allowed Burnett to close back up. It's not a move that you normally make through Degner 1, so Burnett slotting in behind. So driver of Oliveira possibly struggling out there with 2 minutes to go.
Meanwhile, at the we still have Kortman increased the gap to Hasek, which is now 6 seconds. On third we have one who is 8 seconds behind Hasek, and in fourth we have Chanyeong Kim. So other than that, the close battles we have for the 6th place between Bresina and Joy. Joy is about half a second behind, and the battle with Oliveira and Burnett is going to be 2 tenths, and I can't imagine Oliveira defending for very long because Burnett is all over it.
So, Burnett, I guess, a really strong exit out of the Cassio Triangle, and in the draft at the moment, is not actually gaining as quickly as I thought he would. Just slots back into behind Oliveira as possibly got 2 laps to go, including this one. So a minute to go on the clock. So very, very close for these drivers for the back end of the top 10.
Yeah, it looks like Burnett is way faster through the corners, but then there's the problem that he cannot really get past. Oh, now he's going side by side to Degner 1, and a little bit of contact, but he makes the pass before Degner 1.
Yeah, good move from Burnett there. Slots back into P9, getting the job done on Oliveira. Jali onto the back of Oliveira as well. He closed in another at least a 1.2 second gap to Burnett and a further 1.5 seconds to Oliveira. So Jali having a very, very strong finish to the end of this race. So looks as though we've got the leader coming across the line onto the final lap of the race. So we will get one more lap in. So starting lap 22, the gap currently 7 seconds at the moment. So very, very strong outing from Colin Kortman.
Bresina and Joy coming really close into the final chicane. And they contact. Joy has spun around, Bresina has spun around. Bresina comes out on top, and Joy down to 8.
Yeah, I think there was no position to gain, so drivers staying where they are. Pretty unfortunate that they had the contact there. It's quite a tricky section there to go too wide, so definitely unfortunate for those drivers.
Yeah, it's a really tough corner. It takes give and take between both drivers.
So as we got...
looking at the times, right now the only battle going on is Jali and Oliveira. And right now Jali is really running out of time to make the move. He's looking for it, but can't quite find the grip.
Just having a look at our leader coming up to 1:39 now, so very, very strong showing from Colin Kortman today. He's led all but 1 lap just during the pit stop phase where he didn't lead a lap, so very, very strong from Colin Kortman today for Team Bushwick Racing as he's coming around the final corner now. So congratulations to Colin Klopman taking out the win for Suzuka round of Sim Racers Ages.
Yeah, and hits the wall coming to get the checkered flag. Very strong drive from him. Great start. Managed to pull out and run away with it right from the start. Very good pit stop. Didn't enter any traffic. Went off the face with everyone else. Was able to regain the lead and solid drive all around.
Yeah, so Hazek.
Also with the yeah.
So yeah, Hazek comes across the line.
No, second. And Juan with his McLaren in third.
Nirazam coming home in fourth place. Ferraria strong showing in pin number 5 as he crossed the line now. So good job from him. Burdett, a strong showing earlier in the race, but yeah, P7 as he crosses the line now. It looks as though that Oliveira was able to hold on to the high charging there. So good job from him. Adam Utri coming across the line in 11th place at the moment. And it looks as though that the driver of Kim Kale is coming up to now, so just the last few cars on the last lap now.
Yeah, I believe Ingenio is the last car on the lead lap. So we'll wait for him to come across the line and go over the final results. To the final chicane and now the last corner. Ingenio comes and crosses the checkered flag finish line. Flashes the lights and that's the round. Suzuka over. And we can go look at the results.
Okay, so taking the overall win today, Colin Klopman for Team Bushwick Racing, Eamon Hazek finishing in second place with Kevin Wang running at the podium for Team Archipelago Racing. P4 was Chung Yun Kim, P5 Ahmad Nurazam, Junio Pereira coming home. Junio Pereira coming home in 6th place for the Carson Racing Team. Jan Brazina, P7, Mike Bennett, P8. Leonardo Lopez de Oliveira, P9. Yasmin Yali finished rounding up the top 10, only half a second behind Oliveira. In P11, Yunmin Choi, P12, Adam Utri, P13, Kim Kyo, Arifin, P14, Cash Choi in 15th place, Wei Han Chan in 16th place, Steve Bouquet unfortunately with those issues in P17 and the rest of the cars unable to finish the race. Sanchez, Park, Texeria, Brooke, Winkleman, Nelson, Young, Sunoski, Sattler, Lonergan, Evans, Nasli, Mora and Chung didn't take the start.
So that was a very good racing. I mean, yes, we had not much challenge for the lead, but one thing that stands out for me is the battle between Pereira and Regina. They finished 5th and 6th and had a very good battle going on. That was really enjoyable to watch. So, what do you think? What stands out to you?
I think that with the issues that Winkleman had today, I think he was certainly able to challenge for the win. But Colin Klopman showed that his dominant hand today, and he was certainly earned that win today. So congratulations to him, and just the close battling that was throughout the field. To be honest, I was actually thinking that it would be a little bit strung out, but yeah, the drivers were able to close in quite a bit. So yeah, it was great racing overall.
Yeah, and the steeplegate running out of fuel, that was heartbreaking. I was cheering for the GTs. I want to see more of them in the race, and I just wanted him to do well.
Okay, so we're just waiting for...
So next, yeah.
Oh, sorry.
So where are we heading next week?
We are heading next week to... I'm just bringing up the schedule. We are at Alton Park International without the Britain chicane. So quite a tough track, synonymous with the very harsh off tracks. With the Formula Renault being there this week, doing some testing there, it can be brutal. But yeah, it's quite a narrow track. So the heavy downforce cars like the BMW would be more suited to that track. But with the long straights, other cars will be able to fend them off, hopefully. But yeah, it should be a really close race next week.
So, do we have any interviews, or I don't see anyone lining up for those?
No, unfortunately not. So, while we're just waiting for other drivers to come in, I just wanted to plug the iRacing Grand Prix Pro Series that is currently being broadcasted on iRacing Live, that Apex Racing TV are covering as well. So after this, yeah, that'll be going on. So it's round one of the iRacing Grand Prix Pro Series, which enables those drivers to compete in the World Championship Grand Prix Series for 2017. So yeah, it should be very, very strong field, and should have some great racing.
And also don't forget later tonight, me and Jake Sperry will be bringing you the BSR MSA World Series. Beautiful gear racing, the kind of stock car racing you would expect, so it's worth checking out. And also more racing tomorrow.
I think also tomorrow the iRacing Grand Prix Series covered at Montreal starts at 12 GMT tomorrow afternoon, as well as the IMSA Sports Car Series, which starts at 16:45 GMT, also covered by Apex Racing TV. So with none of the drivers coming in for an interview, so I'm going to wrap it up. So thanks very much, Smiley, for covering for Alex as he's covering the Pro Series. So much appreciated for your help tonight. And
yeah, thank you.
No worries. And I just like to say that this will be wrapping up the broadcast tonight from Suzuka for Sim Racers Asia. I'm Scott Newton, and on behalf of Simili Kumbo and Apex Racing TV, it's good night for now.
You know, the straights are unbelievably long. The first time you come here, everyone tells you, you know, you'll be flat out sixth gear for 20 seconds. First time I was here, I lifted halfway down the straight. I didn't believe that it was still going. I was waiting to brake, and I was back on the power. And the Porsche curves are extremely fast and extremely narrow, so it's a tricky track. And you know, every year I've come here, you learn something new every time.
Le Mans is so fast. Wherever you accelerate, you are over 150 miles per hour. Going there, I realized everything you have done before was nothing.